Hello students, welcome to my channel The Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Students, in this video we are going to read about the fibers and fabric, and the topic is fiber to fabric. We know that clothes are one of the basic needs of our life, and its significance lies in the fabrics, means which type of fabric we use. And you have already read that fabrics are made from yarn, and yarn is made from fibers. So among the natural fibers, we know that cotton, jute and flax, they are plant fibers, and wool and silk derives from the animals. Okay, and these fibers are used to make different kinds of fabrics. Woolen yarn is knitted into sweaters, while silk fibers are woven into silk sarees or silk clothes. So in this video we are going to read about the wool. Okay, how wool is obtained from the animals and how it is processed. So let's start. Wool is a soft, light, durable, elastic and wrinkle free or wrinkle resistant fiber. Okay, wool is a soft, light, durable, elastic and wrinkle resistant fiber. It is very soft to touch or smooth to touch, then it has no weight, it is very light in weight. Then durable means it can last for many years. We can use that cloth made of wool, you can use for many years. Then it is elastic, means it is stretchable, and wrinkle resistant fibers. Okay, wrinkle resistant fiber means after using or after washing, hardly we iron the woolen clothes. Okay, it is highly porous. Wool fibers are highly porous, and these traps air in between the spaces. And since we know that the air is poor conductor of the heat, it acts as an insulator. This air acts as an insulator. Okay, the trapped air inside the fibers of this wool, it acts as insulator and does not allow the body heat to escape, and therefore it keeps the animal warm, and the woolen fabric keeps us warm during the winter. So this wool, by trapping air and acting as an insulator, it keeps the animals warm, and also when we wear the clothes made up of this woolen fabrics, then they keep us warm during the winter. You can see the picture of woolen bundles are there. This is different type of wool. Wool is made of proteins. Wool is made up of proteins, and that's why it shrinks and burns slowly with the smell of burning hair. When we our hair burn, the smell that comes, it is same when we burn the woolen fibers, because it is made up of proteins. Okay, and the fibers obtained from the sheep, they are of two types, that is coarse beard hair and fine soft under hair close to the skin. So these are the two types of fibers that we obtain from the sheep, and the woolen fibers are produced from the fine under hair. Fine under hair are used to make the woolen fibers. Then what is selective breeding? Selective breeding means sheep are specially bred to produce only soft under hair. Sheep are bred only or specially for soft under hair, and because the woolen fibers are produced from the the fine under hair. We know that the woolen fibers we make the yarn of woolen fiber. So these yarn, they are made up from the soft under hair. Okay, two types of hair are there. The soft hairs are used to make this woolen fiber, and in this process these sheep are carefully chosen to produce offsprings which grow only soft and fine under hair. Means when there is selecting of these sheep for rearing, then the sheep that are chosen on the quality of the hair, that is the fine under hair. Okay, and this process of selecting parents which produce special characters in their offspring is known as selective breeding. Okay, so selective breeding means choosing the sheep or choosing the good quality or fair quality sheep for rearing. Okay, then which animals are there that yield wool? So there are many animals from which we get wool. Some wool yielding animals are sheep, goat, yak, camel, Angora goat, Arabian camel, Bactrian camel, llama, alpaca, Angora rabbit and Kashmir goat. So these are all the animals from which we get wool. The finest wool is obtained from the fleece of merino sheep. Merino sheep gives the finest wool, and in our country Pashmina is one of the finest quality wools obtained from a breed of sheep, and that breed of sheep or that sheep is found in Kashmir and surrounding Himalayan regions. Okay, it is fine, light, fluffy and warm wool. This wool that is obtained from the these sheeps that are found in Kashmir, these wool or these wool fibers, they are very fine, they are light in weight, they are fluffy, and the cloths they are made from this wool, they are warm. Okay, and mainly this wool is used to make the Pashmina shawls. Okay, and these Pashmina shawls or this wool is obtained from the under hair of Kashmir goat. Kashmir is one type of or breed of a goat, and its wool is used to make the Pashmina shawls. Okay, so you can see different animals here: goat, Angora goat, Arabian camel, alpaca, Angora rabbit, Kashmir goat, then sheep, yak, Bactrian camel and llama. These are some animals from which we get this wool. Okay, wool is also obtained from the fur of these animals. Okay, fur or hair of these animals. The fleece obtained from the Kashmir goat, it is found in the mountains of China and Tibet also, and it is extremely soft and very expensive. Mohair, it is another type of wool, and it is the fleece of Angora goat. It is white, smooth and lustrous. Lustrous means it has shine, it is smooth. Then Angora fiber is obtained from the Angora rabbits, and it is soft and fine. These fibers are soft and fine. Then yak is another animal that is found in Tibet and Ladakh, and alpaca and llama camels, they are found in South America. Okay, besides the breed of the sheep, means breed of sheep is important, but besides that the quality of wool, it depends upon the length, thickness, shine, color, strength of the fiber. So the quality of wool, it is depend on the breed of the sheep, then length of the fiber, thickness of the fiber, shining or luster of the fiber, then color and the strength of the fiber. Okay, sheep are mainly reared for wool, and different breeds of sheep produce different varieties of woolen fibers, and these different varieties are used for various purposes. Okay, then we have next topic, that is rearing and breeding of sheep. Sheep are reared in dry places with low rainfall where the temperature is moderate. They are found in the following regions. Okay, so mainly these sheep, they are found in the climatic conditions, we can say, in the places where the temperature is moderate, means it is not too high or not too low. Okay, so this moderate temperature is good for this rearing of sheep. So rearing and breeding of sheep, we can say it is mainly found in the hot desert regions of Australia, Asia and Middle East. Australia, Asia and the Middle East. Then the cold countries like Northern Europe, Russia, Iceland and South America. In India, sheep are reared in hilly regions. And which hilly regions? They are in the Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Also the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Here also these ships are reared. Okay, the population of sheep is the highest or the largest in China, and India comes third just after Australia. Means China is on first number, second is Australia, and India is on third number in producing or in rearing these sheep. Okay, number of sheep. Then the best wool comes from the International Wool Secretariat, that is IWS, and this secretariat has some member countries like Australia, New Zealand, South Asia, and Uruguay. So these are the countries, and the best quality wool comes from these countries. Okay, here you can see the 6 important wool yielding breeds of Indian sheep. You can see the breed and the quality of wool. See, Bhakarwal, this is the breed of sheep, and its wool is used to make shawls. Lohi breed, its wool is superior wool, very nice wool. Then Nali is another breed, and the wool obtained from it is used to make carpets. Rampur Busher, this breed or the wool obtained from this breed, its color is brown, fleece color is brown. Then Patanwadi is another breed, and its wool is used to make hosiery items. Then Marwari is another type of breed, and it has coarse wool. Okay, and it is not used for making clothes, but it is used for other purposes. Okay, sheep are herbivores. We know that they are herbivores, and they graze mainly on the grass and weeds. They are also fed on mixture of pulses, jowar, corn, oil cakes, and leaves. And in winter they are kept indoors, and they are given dry fodder and leaves. They need fresh water and fresh air to survive, and during the hot weather fans are provided in barns to keep them comfortable. So in this way the care should be taken of these sheep when we are going to rear them. A selectively bred sheep produces a large quantity of good quality wool. If we select the good quality or good breeds, then the yielding of wool will be better and it's of good quality. Okay, so this was about the sheep and their rearing and breeding. Now after rearing, when we get the wool fibers from the these sheep, okay, whatever raw material we get, then what is the process or what are the steps that are carried out to process the hair or fleece obtained from the animals into wool? So we will see them one by one. First one is shearing. In this process, the thick growth of hair of the sheep along with a layer of skin is removed, and it can be done in two ways, that is manually with a large razor, clipper, or a pair of scissors, and it can be also done with the help of shearing machine. There are machines which are used for shearing this fleece. When a large number of sheep have to be sheared, when this number of sheep is large, then shearing machines are used for shearing. Shearing is carried out mainly during summer so that the hair grows back in winter, because in winter season these fleece, they protect these sheep and other animals from the cold climate. Okay, and that's why this shearing is carried out mainly during the summer season so that the hair grows back in winter. Then you can see here the shearing of wool. You can see this machine is used for shearing the wool. Here also you can use. Fleece is removed from the body of the sheep. Along with the layer of skin is removed. Means with this fleece a layer of skin is also removed. Then next is scouring. In this step the sheared wool is washed with detergent in large tanks. Why? To remove dirt, grease and sweat. Okay, when this fleece is obtained from the sheep, it is not clean. है ना, it is full of dust, dirt, grease and sweat, and that's why it has to be washed. So in large factories, shearing machines are used for scouring. Okay, these machines are there, they are used for scouring. Not shearing machine, sorry, only the machines are used for scouring. The washed wool is treated with an acid and then dried by low heating. When the wool is washed, it is treated with an acid, okay, and then it is dried with low heating. Low heating means in low temperature it is dried. The next step is sorting. In this process, the clean wool is sorted according to its texture. We know that the texture of fibers obtained from different animals or different sheep, it is different, and that's why it has to be sorted before using. And this is the third process in the processing of wool. Okay, so sorting means the cleaning of cleaning wool. It is sorted according to its texture. In the process of shearing with the fleece of the sheep, the upper layer of the skin is also removed, but it does not hurt the sheep. Why? Because the upper layer of the skin is dead. The upper layer of the skin of the sheep is dead, and that's why it does not hurt the sheep, and we can remove it easily. You can see this machine is used for shearing the wool. Here also you can use. Fleece is removed from the body of the sheep. Along with the layer of skin is removed. Means with this fleece a layer of skin is also removed. Then next is scouring. In this step, the sheared wool is washed with detergent in large tanks. Why? To remove dirt, grease and sweat. Okay, when this fleece is obtained from the sheep, it is not clean, it is full of dust, dirt, grease and sweat, and that's why it has to be washed. So in large factories, shearing machines are used for scouring. Okay, these machines are there, they are used for scouring. Not shearing machine, sorry, only the machines are used for scouring. The washed wool is treated with an acid and then dried by low heating. When the wool is washed, it is treated with an acid, okay, and then it is dried with low heating. Low heating means in low temperature it is dried. The next step is sorting. In this process, the clean wool is sorted according to its texture. We know that the texture of fibers obtained from different animals or different sheep, it is different, and that's why it has to be sorted before using. And this is the third process in the processing of wool. Okay, so sorting means the cleaning of cleaning wool. It is sorted according to its texture. The fourth step is separating burrs. What are burrs? They are the small fluffy fibers present in the fleece of sheep, and this can also be seen on some sweaters that we wear. These burrs are separated and the process of scouring is repeated. After separating these burrs, the scouring process is repeated. That means it is again washed in detergent. The hair are then twisted into fibers, and then these hair are twisted to make the fibers. The next fifth process is dyeing. Dyeing means coloring the fleece or coloring the fibers. The fleece of sheep and goat is naturally black, brown or white in color. They are black, brown or white in color. It is dyed in different colors according to the requirements. Whatever the requirements are there of the customers, these wool fibers, they are dyed, means colored. You can see the burrs here. Here you can see the burrs. These are the small fibers or very small fibers that come out from these clothes. These are burrs. Here is the process of separating burrs. You can see burrs are separated from the wool. Then this is the process of dyeing. You can see here colored solutions are used to dye these wool fibers. You can see here different colors are used or dyes are used. Dyes, they are made up of chemicals. Then the last process, that is rolling. What is rolling? The fibers are strengthened, combed and rolled into yarn. This is known as rolling. Two types of yarns are produced by this method. The longer ones, they are knitted into sweaters and shawls. Means if these fibers they are long, then they are used to knit the sweaters and shawls. And the shorter ones, short fibers, they are woven into the blankets and carpets. Okay, so these two types of yarns are produced by this method of rolling. You can see the picture of rolling here. This one is rolling. Okay, here it is also making yarn from the fibers. Then this is the next process, that is knitting the clothes. And weaving is done on the looms, that is power loom and hand looms. Weaving is done and knitting is done with the hands. It is also done in the machines, with the help of machines, knitting. The natural color of the sheep's and goat's hair is black, brown and white. We have just read it. Then the good breed of a sheep can yield about 4 to 5 kg of fleece per year. Means per year a good breed of sheep, it can you can get 4 to 5 kg of wool from it. Okay. Wool is a proteinous fiber and cotton is a carbohydrate, that is cellulose. We know that wool is made up of proteins and cotton is made from carbohydrate, that is cellulose. And that is why, this is the reason why wool burns with the bad smell. Okay, burning of proteins. It when we burn this wool, it smells like burning of proteins, like hair. But the cotton, it does not burn like that because it is not proteinous. So thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. We will meet again in our next video to discuss about the silk fiber. So till then, take care. Bye bye.